Hey there, I'm Jason Veganicus. Welcome to my TRED Talk. So today I want to talk a little bit about vegan activism and infiltration by non-vegans or fake vegans or real vegans with an outside agenda who are hijacking the movement for their own selfish purposes. Not a very pleasant topic, but one that needs to be addressed. And unfortunately, I'm the only one that really ever addresses it. And part of the reason why I don't have a bigger following, but who gives a shit? The truth must be told, and sacrifices must be made. So the bottom line when it comes to animal activism, and this is my vision, please tell me where I'm wrong in the comments. Veganism and animal rights, by definition, is about the animals. And yet, so many times I hear people say things like, well, oh, I wouldn't stand beside so-and-so to demonstrate it. Like, let's just be real. It's these far left, crazy wingnut left-wingers that are putting all the boundaries and all the barriers up against regular, everyday people coming in and joining animal rights. You can't get too mad at me. I'm not a right-winger. I'm not one of these people that you're against. But I also see the bigger picture, which you fail to do, or if you do see the bigger picture, you choose to ignore it in favor of your politics, which is so detrimental to animals I don't even know where to begin. If you want the world to embrace veganism, you have to embrace different cultures, different types of people. You need to bring them on board. We want to be inclusive, not exclusive. As it is now, all you have to do is look at the comment section of any Facebook, YouTube, Instagram post regarding veganism that has somehow attracted a non-vegan audience. We're a bunch of wingnuts, we're snowflakes, we're SJWs, we're all this bullshit. And yeah, hey, I've been in veganism activism for 5 years. And yeah, there's a lot of truth to that, unfortunately. A lot of vegans and a lot of activists are fucking pussies. Sadly, that's the way it is. I'm trying to normalize this movement. I'm trying to normalize compassion so that the average person, like, that works in a sawmill or works whatever, doing any sort of job, is like, you know what? I don't want to kill animals anymore. It's cruel, it's unusual, it's not necessary. You know, you don't have to be a card-carrying Bernie Sanders supporter to not want to hurt animals. Or hurt anybody for that matter. I mean, these same people that are out there eating animals and saying, yeah, give me a bacon, give me a burger, they would shit their pants if somebody was hurting a child or hurting a dog. So we just need to widen their scope of compassion a little bit. And by making us seem like we're all a bunch of left-wing nut jobs, that ain't helping the situation. So, and what you run into is they'll say, I see this all the time, like, oh, I won't stand beside a Nazi, or the thing and this and that. And hey, fair enough. Hey, if somebody shows up goose-stepping and wearing an armband with a swastika, I wouldn't stand beside him either. We'd probably tell him to move his thing along. But the point is, what constitutes a Nazi to a lot of these people is they just widen as much as they like to narrow the scope of who is involved in activism, they will widen the scope of what constitutes a Nazi. Anybody who voted for Trump is a Nazi according to them. Anybody who is pro-choice, whatever the one where you don't kill the baby, pro-life, whoever's pro-life is a fucking Nazi according to these motherfuckers. So again, you can't get too mad at me. I'm none of that shit. I don't give a shit about any of that shit. I'm above your bullshit. I just want to live my life, do the best I can for animals, try to have some laughs along the way, and spread a good message. And that's what I'm trying to do here today, guys. So if you like this message, subscribe. But whatever it is, subscribe to my shit. I'm a good guy. I just want to help the animals. And generally speaking, it's not very kind to criticize without giving some solutions. Here's one solution to help break your conditioning. Whatever side you think you're on, if you're a left-winger, go on YouTube and look at some right-wing YouTubers. Listen to their point of view, listen to their logic, listen to why they believe what they believe. If you're a right-winger, same thing. Go watch some of the left-wing videos and see where they're coming from. What you guys might discover is that there's just enough truth on both sides to keep them interested and indoctrinated. The fact is, there is truth on both sides. You know, I'm just somebody who uses logic and life experience. I've been through shit you guys wouldn't even imagine in my life. Like physical, just pain and violence and assaults and fucking, like dealing with, I've been fucking through the ringer, guys. I look at things honestly and logically and just with an open mind. You know, and that's all I ever really ask of people. How you learn about people. That's how you learn about what our society is made up of, is by opening your mind to different ideas. So if you open your mind and talk to people at a vigil or talk to people at a activism event that are outside your normal scope of social interaction, you might just discover that we're not that different. You might discover that folks at their core are the same. We've been led astray, not by our own choice, in my opinion. In my opinion, we've been conditioned. And if you're vegan, you already know this. And that's what I don't understand. As a vegan, you'll understand that we've been conditioned to normalize animal abuse, and yet you refuse to accept the idea that we may have been conditioned to hate each other, to be divided, to, you know, religion and politics. You won't even look at the possibility that maybe that's all a fabrication by somebody to distract us while they just keep destroying this planet and burning through the resources, and we're fighting over the guy that voted for the other guy. Who gives a shit? It's all fake anyways. It's an illusion of choice. What is going to happen regardless of who's sitting in the White House or in Canadian politics or whatever, any of that shit. Let's just focus on the animals, guys. If you're a vegan animal activist, you should be focused on the animals when you're dealing with animal rights stuff. Outside of that, I don't give a shit. But if you're one of those people that says that so-and-so shouldn't be included because of their politics, then fuck you, you're a shit licker. Thank you for attending my TRED Talk, and I'm out. Have a great day. Bye. The animals who suffer every day on the factory farms do not enjoy this at all.
You suffer for being a piece of shit,
No need for this crap.